in terms of what he can do on the wing. He's going to have to be very aggressive this afternoon.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser to jump it off with Breidenbach. They got him back against USC. Conan Niederhauser was coming off of an injury he had in practice before the Minnesota game. This is a Penn State team that was elite offensively the first 14, 15 games of the season. It has changed in conference play, and a foul. It is on the floor on Makai Mason. But Ace Baldwin's been dealing with a back injury for a while, and the offense has kind of struggled at times.
Yeah, and Ace Baldwin, you can tell he's just not moving the way that we've grown accustomed to seeing. But he's so tough that he's going to will his team, if you're a Penn State fan, to victory here this afternoon.
Hicks a good look at a three, and Osibor almost had it taken away by Nick Kern. It's a Washington team against Ohio State. They never really had that energy. They were down big early the other day, but they've been here since Thursday. So they've been in State College. They've been waiting for this game. Zoom Diallo off the glass. Harris for three. We'll see who gets going early in this game, get a little bit of rhythm.
Well, Washington got to take better care of basketball. Against Ohio State, they had like 10 turnovers in the first 15 minutes.
It's a good look down low. Conan Niederhauser. After missing those 2 games, Mike Rhodes was just saying, he was so excited to be out there, foul trouble, some other things. They think he's going to have a much better game today.
Boy, Zoom Diallo just got it over half court there. Nick Kernan, Ace Baldwin, rather, giving him fits early on.
This got off on the baseline, a shovel pass, and Osibor looked like it hit the rim. It did, and they're going to whistle this. The shot clock reset to 20. The question is, did the ball hit the rim, though? Because if it did not, they should not have reset the shot clock, and Larry Scarato and Deldre Carr having a conversation about it. And we are going to have a quick trip to the monitor early in this basketball game.
I think Great got it up on the rim.
I thought so too.
I thought it hit the bottom of the rim, but I think he got right.
Ooh. Well, on the back, yeah. Well, look off the backboard too. I think it grazes the rim after it hits the backboard.
We are reviewing the last play for a potential shot clock violation.
Yeah, so they should get that one corrected quickly and get back to action here. But if you're Washington, good job on the offensive glass. And to me, Jason, teams like the Huskies,
Washington ball underneath after the review.
In a game where you feel like you have to have it, just pare it down to every play. What's the right play every play? Don't be selfish. Trust your teammates, because they've got some good wins here as of late.
Danny Sprinkle said his team understands the urgency. They, before the Ohio State game, had won 2 of 3. They are just 3-10 in conference his first year in Seattle. But to your point, they've got some of the tiebreakers against the teams in the bottom of the standings, and they'll see some of the other ones here in the next couple of weeks starting today.
They've got all the opportunities that they need to get to Indianapolis. Both of these teams do. The way the schedule is falling out the rest of the way. So, they've got opportunities. That's all you can ask.
Remember, the bottom 3 teams in the conference do not make the Big Ten tournament. Conan Niederhauser skying for that rebound.
Great Osibor set a major screen to free his teammate up.
And they're getting in the paint, too, early in this basketball game. And Washington's going to have to figure that part of this out.
Ohio State did very similar things to them in terms of beating them off the bounce. So you got to be locked in, and you got to be there to help your teammates out as well.
This is the other part, too. Washington, throughout the course of the season, ins and outs of whether or not they run good offense. That's a solid entry, and Zoom Diallo laid it softly over the rim.
Yeah, nice job of pinch post action off the big. And I thought the pass was a little casual there. But Nick Kern's got to shoot that 12-foot jumper. If they're playing that soft on him, he's got to make them pay with that jump shot.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conan Niederhauser got it off the backboard. He's fighting 3 different Huskies. And it is Washington basketball.
Nice job by the defense collapsing on Niederhauser. Breidenbach looking for talking to Deldre Carr about an errant arm or something.
It doesn't allow Penn State to set up the pressure. But part of their issues too, Stephen, they are a team that needs to force turnovers. Since the calendar turned to 2025, they've been forcing about 3 turnovers fewer per game.
Well, the fact that they don't have Puff Johnson has really hurt them from a number of different levels. One from leadership to a defensive versatile guy as well.
Corrado bulldozed by Osobor out of bounds. It is Penn State ball.
I don't see Breidenbach shoot too many air balls. He was really good, 2 of 3 from 3 at Ohio State. So to come out, the door opened on him when he let it go.
Not a huge scoring threat, but a guy that can make that shot.
Yeah, and I think that's why he's in the lineup, for his height and ability to pull Conan away from the bucket.
Although I think that's about to change as Frank Kepnong is sent to the scorer's table. DeMarco Dunn on the drive. The kick into the corner. It's an open 3 for Kern.
But they are really going to let Kern have as many jump shot opportunities as he would like this afternoon.
Now Washington is open 1 of 6 from the floor. Mason changes that with a triple. And he's now just 6 points to 1,000 for his young career. Baldwin on the drive is fouled on the floor. And that is on Makai Mason, so that is his second. Mike Rhodes, his team's got a lot of veteran guys that their final month of their college basketball careers, Ace Baldwin part of it, and the urgency for his team to snap this 6-game losing streak is starting right now.
Yeah, it has to. And, you know, they've had to overcome a lot of adversity. You see Puff Johnson right there. And, you know, but that's what this game is about. Next man up mentality. Penn State's got to figure that out. But I'm going to go back to Makai Mason at Washington. Picks up 2 quick fouls, just kind of out of position. Felt like he was celebrating that shot instead of getting set up defensively.
So he is on the bench. Baldwin trying to get to the rim, and he got it over the longer arms of Iheanacho.
Ace Baldwin coming to his strong left hand off glass. We've seen that for years.
Harris comes to the jump stop, rebound from Kern. We're 4 minutes into this opening half here at Penn State. Kern got quick into the lane, out to Hicks for 3. And he drills. 40% three-point shooter. Zach Hicks with 61 of those on the season. Number 2 in the conference.
Iheanacho doing a good job of waving off his teammates to give himself room to go against DeLeon on that pressure.
Diallo stepped inside the arc, and Enza is down, although he's back to his feet as Kern's got Penn State into the front court. A lot of pinballing. Ball hit 3 different faces, and Washington's got the takeaway.
Well, DeLeon and Enza got it a little too close to each other. Poor floor spacing that time.
Here's way off the mark. Enza on the run, and a block from behind.
Frank Kepnong didn't quit on the play.
Diallo had
Jason, they've struggled here with injury, with illness, trying to figure it out, piece it together. They've got a nice start this afternoon.
Run the double at Osobor, what Ohio State did a lot. The lob inside, and he laid it softly off the glass.
And Nacho doing a good job as well, getting right back to Osobor where he could do something with it.
They went under the screen, and Baldwin hits the 3.
Ace got that layup to go for his first shot. Now his confidence is up.
Now, Penn State has played so many close games this year. That hasn't been the case of late. They're blown out by Ohio State and Rec Hall. They were never really in the games out in Los Angeles against the Bruins or the Trojans. They're trying to regain some confidence. Kepnong with a nice move on the inside. And, you know, he's had so many issues with his knee over the last few years. If he can stay healthy down the stretch, that's a big boost.
Oh, it's a huge boost. And, you know, the size that Washington definitely needs. Osobor's got to do better than that. I mean, I know that you're going to give Kern the shot, but he let him walk into a layup.
Yeah. Almost like I didn't see where he was coming from, even though he was staring right at him.
He's got to be able to be more of a defensive presence than that.
Kepnon wants the basketball, and he turns over the other shoulder, and it's a tough shot.
Niederhauser, good job defensively. At times in those scenarios, you just got to make guys finish.
Nice feed on the inside as Baldwin hit the deck. And Niederhauser will go to the free throw line. I mean, this goes back to what you were talking about. Nick Kern, he just walks it in from the three-point line.
Now there you see Osabor. Watch Kern here. Look how much space there is. So now as he's approaching, you've got to either bend down, get your arms, something. You got to be ready. And it was almost like Osabor was not ready defensively that time.
Well, he was just called for the foul. So 2 shots here for the 7-foot junior from Switzerland.
For as large as this arena is, that's as quiet as I've heard it. That's pretty impressive. A lot of people in this venue today with the Don game. And I mean, you can hear people changing their mind in here.
You're holding your breath for a 65% free throw shooter on top of that.
Right. I don't know if home fans understand it. When it's quiet like this, it makes it tougher for the free throw shooter. Even though you're trying to help your player do better from the line, trust me, as a player, it's better to have noise than it is when it's quiet.
I mean, you and I did just hear 3 pieces of popcorn drop behind us, so. And these aren't usually the quietest people behind us here at Penn State.
No, they get after it.
6-point Nittany Lions lead, 7 minutes into the half. Good look, DJ Davis. That's the guy you want shooting that, he missed it.
Washington, I mean, they're getting second chance opportunities, getting on the glass, getting high quality looks, just haven't converted early. Marco Dunn has been playing well, averaging double figures in his last 8 games.
Put in the starting lineup on the trip to Los Angeles. He's got the basketball with 6 to shoot, and he's going to regather, but now he's got to go. Got a lot of one-on-one, and the floater.
You know what, even with the miss, Jason, I like the decision. Don't settle for a contested jump shot. Put pressure on the defense and get to the rim.
Osabor's got the size advantage. I mean, he's got almost 50 pounds on Nick Kern when he's going to back his way down.
Yeah, but Nick Kern doesn't care. You know, he's a dog. Defensively, he will take anybody on the court. And that time, but watch Nick Kern. He'll adjust defensively. One of the higher IQ defenders in our league.
And he got put back into the starting lineup when Puck Johnson was lost for what is now the season with the hand injury that he had surgery on. Osabor is going to take Kern back to the same spot on the floor.
Oh, that's a good step through by Osabor and a beautiful feed.
And Mason's back on the floor paying with the 2 fouls, and he hits his second 3.
Man, I tell you what, great Osabor. That's how you split a double team. And then put a pass on the money where your teammate can do something with it.
Well, and he's playing so far back on the defensive end because Nick Kern has only taken 13 triples all year. So he knows that's not where he's going to shoot from. Nice find, Mason. Couldn't finish.
Mason's got to use the glass. Enza challenging him. You got to utilize that glass.
Gave it back to Dunn. Drills the 3.
Great job by Penn State taking advantage of the missed opportunity there and coming down and hitting a 3.
Steven, it's a different Ace Baldwin today. He did not have an assist in the loss against USC. For a guy who's second in the conference at over 7 assists to have none, he's playing at a different level. Penn State's up by 6 as we head to break. Billions of dollars that they raise every year is just tremendous.
The $17 million they raised last year alone, I mean, that's all student run, student operated, and a tremendous thing for the whole state of Pennsylvania. Everyone is aware of this, and a tremendous, tremendous event.
Niederhauser back in the game, and DJ Davis has the tap. Those shirts we showed you, Those were designed by a 4-year-old fond child who was battling cancer active, and her Logan and her 15-year-old brother Graham designed those shirts that all the students and really a lot of different people all over this building are wearing this afternoon.
Yeah, it's pretty cool what they're doing here. And, this is, again, one of the higher attendance games. I'm trying to get it out, Jason. Oh, but the snow is not helping.
That's right. The snow did not help today, and it's a snowstorm that is going on. That's a big shot. Freddie DeLeon, the last 5 games, 5 of 28 from the floor. He's been on the bench the last couple, just trying to get his confidence back. That's a big shot.
Yeah, it's big because he was big in the pre-conference slate for Penn State. Had some games where he was plus 20 points or more, so Penn State hoping he can get that back.
Tyler Harris dribbled into the double team. Baldwin all the way, not stopping, got it up there and a foul. On Thursday, big win on the road for Kevin Willard's team.
I'll tell you what, the one question that people had about the Terrapins, can they go into hostile territory and win games? Well, they've done that this season and done it with, emphatically. So you tip your cap to Jacoby Gillespie and company because they didn't get much help off the bench, but all 5 guys were in double figures. That's hard to do on the road.
Derek Queen is certainly playing himself into the conversation. As Andy Katz pointed out this week, maybe Big Ten Freshman of the Year.
Got a lot of comp, though.
There's no question about that.
A lot of comp. That young man, Kasparis Yakachonis at Illinois, may have something 100%. To say before it's all said and done.
And obviously the 2 guys at Rutgers, too. Nice drive. Harris got it over the 7-footer. And Washington starting to find a rhythm. They began this game 2 of 10. They've hit 5 of their last 9. Makai Mason's got 3 triples. They're starting to get going.
Yeah, they are. But here's the problem. They're not helping themselves defensively. They're bailing out Penn State by needlessly fouling.
DJ Davis just picked up his 2nd foul, so he's got 2. And Makai Mason's been playing a good portion of this first half with 2 fouls as well.
And that DJ Davis, though, that first foul, they called a block. I thought he was in good position to draw the charge, so tough break on that first call.
Marco Dunn hits the first. The senior from Tucson began his career in North Carolina. DJ Davis, certainly a guy that's moved around a little bit. Last year, Butler was a very good player, but DeMarco Dunn, if this offense is going to get back to what it was earlier this calendar year, this guy may have a big reason to say about it.
There's no doubt about it. DeMarco Dunn, one of the prettier jump shots in the Big Ten Conference. He just needed to get his confidence up to the point where he would rise without thinking about it. Now he's in that position and doing it very well.
Washington has done a good job handling the pressure. The Huskies only have 2 turnovers. Oh, Mason tried to go all the way. The leader in block shots in the conference just added another one. Dunn had it knocked away from behind by DJ Davis, who wants them to review it. You can't at this point. Take a look at this.
Niederhauser do it. Look, the big fella jumps away so he doesn't foul. Uses his off arm. That's textbook shot blocking ability by Niederhauser.
Penn State shooting 53% from the floor and 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Dunn trying to drive all the way. Nobody stopped him. And DeMarco Dunn's got 7 and a timeout immediately taken by Danny Sprinkle.
Great job by DeMarco Dunn. Turned the corner, recognizing there was space. No hesitation. Straight line to the rim.
The loss here in this building to Minnesota kind of shook them up a little bit. The Indiana game too. But they've been pretty good in this building most of the year. And Ace Baldwin's playing better today as well.
7 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal, but the big one, 0 turnovers for Ace Baldwin.
Mason gives it back to Diallo. Mason's got 9 here in the first half. He has hit 1,000 points for his career this afternoon. And miscommunication between he and Osobor and another turnover.
This is what plagued Washington in their loss at Ohio State. They got 3 turnovers, which is a heck of a lot better than what they had at this juncture at Ohio State. I believe they had 10 at this point in the first half in Columbus, so they're giving themselves a better chance. But defensively, Jason, they've got to tighten up like this.
Well, clearly that's part of the scouting report because they know he's not shooting outside. They give it away, and Osobor with the steal. He's leading the 3-on-2 break. He takes it all the way himself, and he'll go to the free throw line.
It's rare to see a 6'9" forward that can initiate and then finish the break. Those Osobor with some unique skill sets on that size. You see him there, look the defense off, take the contact, almost get it up on the glass, give himself a chance.
He gets to the free throw line more than anybody else in this conference. He is only a 61% free throw shooter. He has done so many things. The transfer who came with Danny Sprinkle from Utah State. Rebounds have been big. He's got a lot of assists already in this game. 6 boards and 3 assists today.
He is a talented young fellow. Penn State needs him to be great. No pun intended. They're going to get this win on the road this afternoon.
I wonder if at some point Kern's going to look to shoot. I mean, he's got nobody around him.
Well, he's a double-digit scorer. I'm not understanding why he's so hesitant. I know it's a little unusual, but go back to the playground. Somebody challenging me, I'm going to give it to him.
Harris flies in for the rebound.
In that scenario, if you're Nick Kern, if you're not shooting and being aggressive, you're playing right into the hands of the Huskies defense.
That turnover will bring us to a timeout. Penn State lead by 9. Nick Kern, will he let him fly this afternoon? We'll find out.
It's kind of good to get a first glimpse of the top 16 reveal. Big Ten represented with 3 teams in this grouping of 16. So I have a feeling one more may sneak in there.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep, Mike DeCourcy's in studio this afternoon. We'll see what he had to say coming up at halftime. Wisconsin team certainly maybe win the Big Ten. If they get that win today over Purdue, that would go a long way. And Osobor hit with the foul, and that is his second foul. So Osobor with 2, and Mason with 2, and DJ Davis with 2. And he's
right here, you're trying to reach against Ace Baldwin Jr., one of the more sure-handed ball handlers in the conference.
And there's blood on Baldwin's elbow. So they're going to have to get that cleaned up.
Yep. Not unusual for the Baltimore native. Always at the top of the opposing team scouting report. But, you know, when you're looking at Penn State right now, this is a critical juncture in the game. Because if Penn State can score here, you're looking at a team in Washington that's really struggling with foul trouble, early foul trouble. They haven't gotten on track offensively. And if Penn State can get this bucket here, puts a lot of pressure on the Huskies.
Well, and Washington's not particularly deep either.
Correct. Tyree Iheanacho more than likely will get some more playing time back on the floor. They're taking a chance with Makai Mason back on the court with 2 fouls.
Yep, he's been at their points. Makai Mason on 3 triples. And then Niederhauser again. That ball did not hit the rim, so 5 to shoot. Hicks around the screen. Hits, and he's fouled. They'll help him up and take him for a 4-point play.
Excellent job by Hicks seeking out the basketball late in the shot clock. Comes off this ball exchange and looks like Harris loses his balance. Caroms into Zach Hicks. This is good concentration right here. We've got a guy flying at you.
Oh, a 40% three-point shooter. They've been struggling over the course of the last 3 games, but he has hit a couple here early this afternoon. And Zach Hicks at the free throw line converts on a 4-point play, and Penn State leading by a baker's dozen with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, so what can Washington do to overcome this? Zoom Diallo, I think, needs to get involved, Jason. He's got one of the few guys on Washington to go get their own shot. They seem to be struggling with any kind of semblance of continuity on this end.
Well, and Washington away from Seattle, too. I mean, all of their road losses in conference have been by double figures. They do have the win at the barn. They beat Minnesota. But they haven't been in all these games throughout the course of this conference play. And there you go. Diallo got the loose ball and put it in.
Now, he's the most versatile scorer, in my opinion. He's got the most upside, but they are not together defensively. Oh, they got bailed out that time.
I mean, you can see Great Osobor with his hands in the air while the ball's in the air. Almost like the communication, there's none.
But instead of having your hands up, open your mouth and tell your teammates what's going on.
It's chased down into the backcourt. It was deflected, so it is not a backcourt violation.
I like Zoom going after the rock like that, though. Giving up that effort.
Late in the shot clock again. Baldwin, nice find, and Ketnon with his second big block.
Ketnon, I love the reaction. He was defending the first attack on the rim. And watch how quickly he gets back to Niederhauser to deny him. Typically don't see bigs adjust that quickly. That could be the defensive stop that Washington needs to get back in this game.
Well, and it was off of Penn State on top of it. So you get the block, you get the ball, you get the flex. You got the fifth-year senior who has missed so many games the last 3 years dealing with knee issues. But when he's been on the floor, whether Oregon or Washington, he's been effective. Diallo into the paint, and he's fouled.
I'm telling you, young fella needs to take the game over. There's not. I think Dillion would be the best person to try to contend with Zoom. But that was a beautiful call. That Zoom, that's no pun intended, it's really called Zoom. Zoom action. Zoom takes advantage of the Zoom action to get all the way to the rim.
Run Zoom for Zoom.
That's right.
Yep. Feels a little redundant. Just call it Zoom.
No, hey, whatever works, right? This is a McDonald's All-American right here, Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Washington. A tremendous amount of upside for Zoom Diallo.
Razumanu Diallo got the free throw. He's got 7. Freshman trying to, as Steven said, take this game over. And he's back to an 8-point game.
Well, Frank Ketnon, he is making his presence felt here in the first half. Like he and Osobor in the game together. Oh.
Again, the communication broke down. That's the third time on the offensive end where they have thrown a pass as if a cutter will be there, and no one's there.
That's on Osobor. You just got to be smarter than that.
Hicks around the screen again. Osobor pulls down his 7th rebound.
I look at Ketnon right now. They had Zach Hicks on him.
Osobor spins into the corner. It's an open look at 3. Going back to the Nittany Lions.
Got a clean look. Osobor giving the rock up. Kai Mason just can't find the range.
He got it to the guy that had hit his first 3 from beyond the arc.
Oh.
A lot of contact, nothing called. Ketnon with his 3rd. Baldwin rips it right back. And it is off of Diallo. It will be Penn State basketball. There is a lot of contact on that drive before the block from Ketnon.
Danny Sprinkle's got to be careful. He's slapping the table over there out of frustration because of right there, Ace Baldwin coming up with that steal.
They're going to get it right back. Penn State threw it into the Washington bench. Now, this felt like a game with a lot of good flow. There was a solid 6 or 7 minutes with great offense, and that has come to a complete halt.
What is Makai Mason? Does he not understand that Ace Baldwin is one of the best defenders in the Big Ten?
Nice shovel, and the hammer. Asabor's 5th assist of the half. Kepnong with the flush, and his energy has provided a spark here for Washington late in the...
Has found the range offensively. So that combination has gotten the Huskies back into this game.
Well, Asabor has 5 assists in this ball game. His season high is 7. Very capable passer as a big man, no question. But he's on his way to a season high already, and we still have 3:45 to go in the half.
Could be a good defensive set here for Washington. Been solid thus far.
Not came over for the block. Kern turned it over.
It's 5 turnovers on Penn State already.
Kept on the floater. He has been the MVP of this first half for Washington.
Well, he's a big that plays hard, plays with a lot of emotion. And I dig it. I mean, I love playing with guys that show some passion and fire.
Well, he's only playing his 8th game of the season. Those injuries that have plagued his career. And he's got 3 blocks in the half for the 3rd time this year. He does commit the foul. And it'll send the 7-footer for the Nittany Lions back to the free throw line.
Wow, Frank Kepnong got an elbow. Niederhauser hit him with the elbow in his jaw before the foul was called. And they kind of missed that.
Talk about size going at it. 7 foot, 250. Much taller. Here's what you were just talking
Take a look,
about.
right there.
Right there.
Took an elbow to the jaw. Niederhauser, though, stepping up and converting. Good job by the big guy.
He's certainly battling. He's got 4 points and 4 rebounds.
Glad he's recovering from that ankle sprain that he suffered. Tough time of year, boy. Everybody's nicked up. No one is 100% that's playing consistent minutes.
Well, Asabor's been used to do everything else. Iheanacho laid it high. Kepnong. Oh, that one didn't happen. He misses the first free throw. You were there in Columbus. This was Wednesday.
No, I've never seen this in a game before. Goes up against Sean Stewart, trying to hammer it home. Misses the dunk. Goes off the glass. Hits almost every piece of the rim and finds the bottom of the bucket.
Now he splits the pair.
Hey, I'm impressed with the Huskies here. Got themselves to within 4, closed the deficit, starting to feel good, playing better on this end of the floor.
And they were down by 13 not that long ago. Nick's got it back, and he's fouled shooting a 3 for the 2nd time of the half.
Tyler Harris, young fella, come on now. You know better than that. You're late on the closeout. That's fine, but you can't hit the shooter on the arm.
Well, and he's the one who fouled Hicks the first time on the 3-point shot.
Right, so you want to be there defensively, but you don't want to compound the issue by putting a good shooter on the line.
We talked about at the beginning, too. Tyler Harris has played so well on the offensive end the last couple of weeks. Been averaging 17 points a game over their last 4. He only has 2, though, this afternoon.
Well, what happens is that foul trouble lessens your ability to be aggressive. Even on the offensive end, you're a little hesitant because you don't want to pick up that 3rd.
And Hicks hits all 3.
Nice job by Zach Hicks. Sometimes you have to manufacture points when your team is going through a cold spell.
Now 4 different Huskies with 2 fouls here in the first half. Danny Sprinkle's team has maneuvered through it, though. The double on Asabor. He passes out of it to Davis. And knocked from behind. It will stay Washington basketball with 5 on the shot clock. Now be sure to stay with us for the halftime show presented by State Farm. Dave Revson company in studio. It's all coming up here at the half. And about 2:01 from now. And again, this game for the Big Ten tournament, so important. Davis got it off before the buzzer and hits.
I'm going to tell you something. When you pump fake with a second left on the shot clock, you know where you are on the floor and with how much time you need. Excellent job by Davis.
That is a 1,500-point scorer and an experienced college basketball player with a big three. Baldwin trying to dribble through traffic, down to 5 to shoot. Dribble back to the other side of the floor. Dunn rises. And Penn State's got a fresh 20. Baldwin for 3 and hits.
Ace Baldwin starting to feel himself on the offensive end. He's still not quite moving the way that we've grown accustomed to seeing, but finding that range. But Penn State doing a good job now of holding Washington off. Huskies had the momentum.
Oh! And the foul! Kapnong with the mean mug as he took off from the free throw line.
And Yannick Conan Niederhauser is asking, who's the foul on? Let's take another look. He didn't touch it.
I think so.
I don't think he even touched it. Boy, Washington got a break on that one. Frank Kapnong. I see you, big fella. That's that energy you love to see.
One shot.
The big man from Cameroon in the first half has double figures. He's got 10 points off the bench to go along with those 4 block shots. He is tied a season high.
Nick Kern looked like he was trying to crab dribble against Breidenbach to get in position. He got fortunate to get to the line there.
Well, we've seen it the entire game, and much as the season has gone on, Nick Kern Jr. is not a guy who's going to take threes. He has only taken 13 all season. Now, he has hit 4 of those. And he's an efficient scorer. He's a 60% shooter from the floor. But what do you tell him when they're giving him 10 feet to work with every time he touches the basketball?
Shoot the jumper, shoot the mid-range. Take one dribble, take one hard dribble, step in, and shoot it with confidence. Because until he hits it, they're not going to come out of that. It's almost like a triangle and 2 defense that they're running right now. And they're letting Kern go anywhere he wants to on the floor. But instead of being passive, he needs to be more aggressive. And not only looking for a shot, but also getting on the offensive rebound.
And he missed both free throws. Now, Washington trailed in this first half by as many as 13, but they got a chance here to get it back to a 1-possession game. Osibor thought he was fouled. Instead, it's Penn State basketball. Shot clock turned off.
Boy, Zoom Diallo, good job locating Hicks.
No foul called. Washington's got it back, and they've got time.
Zoom's got to get downhill. Just get downhill and make a play.
He does with 3 into the corner. Mason, a contested jumper, and it's off at the buzzer. But Washington and Frank couple and sat out a couple of months. He's been in and out of the lineup. It's the first time he has led the Huskies in scoring in a half all year. And even last year, Stephen, when he played 10 games, he did average 8.5 points a game, so he had an impact that they thought would be part of his team. But it is on full display this afternoon.
Well, you can see it. I mean, he's aggressive. He moves well. He's not going to try to do a whole lot of things that he can't do.
Now, he almost touched that basketball. Instead, it's a 3 for Mason, who has his 4th triple of the ball game.
That 3 ball's been good, particularly for him, but that's Washington's 5th 3 on the game, and that's kind of kept them within striking distance. Every time Penn State tries to gap them a little bit, come up with a timely 3.
Now 8-9, that's the number that Danny Sprinkle's constantly saying. And Harris, Danny Sprinkle's team has battled back. They think they've got a shot to completely change what was a rough first 10 games of conference play. Open 3. But you want Kern to shoot that, a foul on the floor.
Yeah, I do, but Kern also, that was a 2 because his foot was on the line. That's the worst shot you can take. So take a step in, or make sure that the puppies are behind that line before you elevate. But Washington scouted that play very well. They was screaming ISO. Good job by the Huskies.
Not in traffic. Ketnon got his finger on it again. His 5th block of the ball game. Mason the trailer for 3. There's Ketnon for the putback, and he hit the deck. Asabor another rebound. Diallo the scoop. Count it. Washington has the lead and a chance at a 3-point play.
That's a heck of a move, and I'm telling you what, now you're starting to see some spirit from these Huskies. Frank Ketnon. Ooh, Asabor got away with one there. Ketnon, another block, and the Huskies going the other way. Diallo, great concentration with the offhand.
First lead since 5-4. Couple minutes into this game. Diallo with 10. He's the 3rd Husky to double figures. Well, and Stephen, you were there Wednesday. They were blown out early by Ohio State. They lost that game by more than 20. Never had that fighter spirit. That has been a different story. Kick ball.
Well, they've given themselves a chance, Jason. They had 7 turnovers in the first half. They had double digits last game, so they're actually giving themselves a chance. They're getting an uncommon contribution off the bench from Frank Ketnon.
Great Asabor. 11 rebounds, 7 assists here this afternoon. He has not scored, has just 3 points. But everything else, Hicks with the pull-up. Kern got Ketnon in the air and waited to put it over, and we're tied.
I see that can get Kern going. Just get that first layup to drop. All of a sudden, things look a lot easier. Zoom Diallo is really flirting with that 10-second count to get across half court. That happened a couple times.
It's on the floor. It's on Kern. This is 2nd. Well, the other thing they do, because Ace Baldwin's got a couple of fouls, so he's using a lot of contact as Diallo's trying to bring it across. So he's got to be careful. That's the one guy that Penn State can ill afford to lose. He played all 20 minutes of the first half. Mason on the trigger. Look at the effort by Diallo to get back.
And you know who saved that for the Huskies? Asabor. Excellent tip back. So his teammate can corral.
Diallo at the elbow.
Didn't particularly care for that attempt. Thought that was a little bit of a force, Jason.
Mike Rhodes is screaming for his team to move. Instead, it's Baldwin stepping back and hitting his 3rd triple of the afternoon.
But at Penn State, they got to follow this effort up. You don't want to let these triples from Baldwin go to waste. And it's found the range. See if they can capitalize on this.
Tyler Harris got around Hicks. He's fouled on the way up. And that is the 3rd on Nick Kern.
If you Tyler Harris and then you switch and zoom, he tries to close out, but the step back creates the needed airspace. Race Baldwin.
He's got 13. He has hit 3 from beyond the arc here this afternoon. Those 3 assists came early in the game. He's trying to do a lot by himself. You know, the offense, the ball was moving. They were having a lot of good looks in the paint early in this game. That's how they built that 13-point lead. But Penn State has only scored 12 points over the course of the last 10.5 minutes of game action.
Defense is tightened up for the Huskies. Ketnon and Asabor have proven to be a dynamic duo up front. Niederhauser has not been a factor whatsoever.
Tried to force it. Mason knocked it away. Washington has it back with a chance to regain the lead. Osabor's got the advantage. They kick out to Harris. And he hits, and the Huskies back in front on Osabor's career-high 8th assist of the afternoon.
That's impressive. Osabor knowing that he's just going to be a decoy, setting up his teammates.
I mean, Osabor is 2 assists shy of a double-double without points.
Yeah, and good recognition that time.
He taps it in himself, and so he's got 5, and Washington has its largest lead of the afternoon at 3. And Baldwin fouled. That is the 3rd on
today, and then the next home game against Rutgers. So you see a much more balanced effort by Washington here this afternoon.
Bounce inside. Conan Niederhauser was bumped and got it to go.
Boy, that was a tough pass by Baldwin. There was a lot of traffic in there. He somehow got it to Niederhauser.
He's got 6 points and 6 rebounds. It's been quiet. It hasn't, because of the tremendous individual performance.
Oh, what a block
by Osabor and Kepnong. He's kind of been quiet, but they need more of those.
No, that's an excellent job. He kind of upset that Kepnong is having the success he's having. I'm sure he was challenged by Mike Rhodes at halftime.
Harris off the inbound. He left it short. And the feed on the entry. Yeah, this was clearly out of the timeout. Get him the basketball. And Penn State's regained the lead.
Yeah, that's a nice move. Going away from the pressure and the soft touch with the left hand. First time all afternoon we've seen zone by Penn State. How does Washington attack this?
Into the post, Osabor to Kepnong. Floats it, gives it right back. Kepnong's got a dozen, and Osabor's got 9 assists. DeLeon with the answer, and we're starting to get some rhythm to this basketball game.
Yeah, the lineups are a little funky right now if you look at Washington, because they've got a big lineup going against a smaller lineup of Penn State, so there's going to be an advantage for Penn State on the perimeter if they can find it.
Diallo for 3. Osabor's trying to burst through a couple of Nittany Lions. No foul call. DeLeon racing into the front court. Down the trailer. Hits the 3. Penn State back up by 4. Timeout, Washington.
Great recognition from Ace Baldwin. Seeing DeMarco Dunn
on the arc. Washington, though, has answered the Huskies 6 of 15 thanks to the 4 makes from Makai Mason. He is on the bench, though, as is Frank Kepnong. TJ Davis has got to get it across, and he did not. That is a 10-second violation.
Well, if you're going to try to break this pressure, then it can't be DJ Davis against Ace Baldwin. Because DJ Davis is more comfortable on the perimeter as a shooter, not against pressure. And you see his hesitancy to burst past Baldwin and forces the 10-second violation. But you cannot be hesitant against a guy like Ace Baldwin. He will take your cookies every time.
He's trying to find someone to go with the basketball, and he gives it to DeLeon.
DJ Davis doing an excellent job guarding Zach Hicks right now.
Enzo with an offensive rebound.
Good hands.
Osabor trying to beat the Nittany Lions. He hits the deck in a foul.
That was unusual.
It looked like he had a chance to go straight up to the rim and hit the side instead.
And I also think he was trying to draw the contact. Watch how he does not go straight up. And I think he senses DeLeon at the last second. You see it, he's trying to draw the contact. He was very fortunate to get the call on Dunn.
Osobor hits the first. Great Osobor, the senior from England, has followed Danny Sprinkle from spot to spot. Has 24 career double-doubles in his career. But Stephen, he is 1 assist shy of a double-double without points. Rebounds and assists in this ballgame. 12 boards, 9 assists to go with those 6 points for Washington that has never had a triple-double in school history.
Wow, Freddie Dillon trying to go behind the back and trap it. He's lucky he's not coming out of the game behind that. He may very well come out of the game with 3 players waiting to get in.
Kick into the corner, Mason for 3.
Tough break for Washington at that time. Got it to where they wanted.
Raced into the front court, fired the 3, done the offensive board. And a foul called on Makai Mason. That is his 4th foul of the afternoon. That's a big foul. They've been managing foul trouble all game, but that's big.
Kai Mason trying to get in on the tie. You see Iheanacho kind of limping to the bench a little bit. He's kind of rubbing the back of his, top of his lower back. May have tweaked it or something.
They're going to take him back into the tunnel. Off the inbounds, Dilly on the 3. Well, Osobor's on the bench. Makai Mason went to the bench with 4 fouls as well. Good defensive play, kept on to the deck. He's battling for that ball. They still haven't called its jump ball. It's loose. And Breidenbach on the floor and gets the timeout.
Great hustle by Breidenbach. Kind of a crazy sequence. Good hustle.
How about the 38 points, 11 rebounds, 8 blocks from Juju Watkins in that win over #1?
She was outstanding. Kind of let it, anybody that didn't know, now they know.
Yeah. What a performance she had. Here today, great Osobor is trying to get a triple-double. He's on the bench, though. He is 1 assist shy of 10 assists. He's already got 12 rebounds. And for Washington, he has been their leading scorer on the year, but he only has 6 points. Foul called. On the shot, it is on Nick Kern, and so that is his 4th foul.
I like that by Zoom Diallo. You see Osobor right there sitting on the bench. No triple-doubles in Washington program history.
Markelle Fultz was close against Washington State 8 years ago. He had 26 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds in that game. Before becoming the #1 overall draft pick by the Sixers.
Replacing Nick Jr.
Well, if I were to say, great Osobor is going to need a category to get the triple-double, you wouldn't say points.
Yeah, but it's that kind of, if late February, mid to late February in conference play, weird things happen. Different guys step up. You see different types of stat lines, and Osobor is filling the stat line once again, but see if he can come in and get 4 more points.
Washington battled back. They were down 13 in the first half. They took the lead early in the second half. It's been seesawing since.
I want to see Zoom Diallo get going offensively. He's a guy that can put pressure on the defense, get downhill, and create his own shot.
Penn State's gone back to the zone.
And it looks zone. That's man-to-man right there.
Washington finding Ketnong. He is at a massive impact on this game. And Frank Ketnong's got 14 points. Stewart with a look at 3. Before we're done, Ketnong may have a double-double himself.
No, it looks like that's going to be the case. And right now, Penn State not figuring out what Washington is doing defensively.
Baldwin ahead to Dillon. He gets into the bucket. He was fouled. They'll count it. And an opportunity for 3.
Trying to see who the foul is on. I think that was on Tyler.
It was on Diallo.
Oh, Diallo, okay.
Well, they could have called it on Harris before.
Yeah, but, if if you're going to foul a guy, you can't let it get the ball above his shoulders. Diallo a little frustrated going to the bench, but you got to make a guy earn it. Can't give him an and-one opportunity.
He's got 8 today. They've been trying to work his way back to get that confidence, a late sub. You heard the whistle, but the ball was already inbounded before they could get Asabor on the floor. So he takes a seat at the scorer's table, and the game continues. Bounce to Kepnong. Again, the floater. This time it rolls off.
Boy, there was some contact on that release as well. Kind of surprised that wasn't called.
Baldwin takes advantage. His 4-3 of the day. And Penn State back up 5.
That's a big swing right there. Kepnong, point-blank range, doesn't get it to go. Penn State comes down and nails a 3. It's a huge swing.
Tyler Harris hasn't been able to get going today. Just 6 points for the sophomore. Davis on the swing. Drills a triple.
Nice inside-out action by the Huskies. Finding Davis there with the open look.
Nice. Baldwin's having a conversation with Kelly Pfeiffer on the walk up the floor.
Ace always has a conversation with the officials. That's what he does. Don't like that shot, though.
Breidenbach catch and release and hits, and he puts Washington back in front.
So these teams understanding now, they're starting to get a little flow coming down the stretch. Dillion really wants to take advantage of Breidenbach guarding him.
Conan Niederhauser might have gotten away with a shot up high on Breidenbach.
He did. It's a tough break there, but Niederhauser playing strong. Finding him the rock. Now watch this same action. The ball's going to hit in the middle. If they can get it to Harris and look opposite.
They did get it into the middle. Harris put it off. Dillion on the take. Kepnong couldn't get his hands in there, and a lot of contact and a foul. And it's called on Breidenbach. Well, they're going to go take both the teams to the bench. They're going to go take a look at this at the monitor. Is that on Breidenbach? Well, he definitely got his hand on the face of Niederhauser.
I'm shaking my head because Breidenbach.
The last play is under review for a potential flagrant foul.
So they're going to look at this one too, or they're going to look at this one. See, but you and I both thought that Niederhauser got away with an elbow to the face of Breidenbach the possession before.
So they should look at both of them.
All right, so this with 8:14 and a stoppage. This is going to be our immediate timeout. We'll sort it all out on the other side. You'll have victories over Minnesota Northwestern and Penn State.
Oh, they're putting, if Washington can come in and get this on the road, this is a big time springboard for the rest of their season.
Ace Baldwin has hit 4 triples this afternoon. The Nittany Lions have 9 on the day. Asabor is back on the floor out of the timeout. 3 to shoot for DeMarco Dunn. He is way away from the basket. Got it off.
Boy, that's a great defensive possession by the Huskies when they needed it most.
Harris on the drive. Can't finish. But Enza couldn't hold on. And it'll stay Washington basketball.
I want Tyler Harris to take it to the rim and rip the rim off. I don't think he understands how athletic he is. He's trying to avoid contact where he needs to go over the top of people and put it on their head. If I'm marching also, I might try to free up DJ Davis on the backside.
Double again on Asabor. Nice extra pass. Mason is fouled. He was playing with 4 fouls. It's on DeMarco Dunn. That is his 4th, excuse me. So he has 4. And Nick Kern is on the bench with 4 fouls. So foul trouble starting to mount up for both teams.
Good job navigating the defense there by Mason. Sometimes you see a guy in that scenario being a little bit tentative. He got all the way downhill.
He has 13. Coming up, the Hoops doubleheader will continue as we head to LA. The Gophers and the Trojans next, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Guy Haberman, Don McLean. They'll have you when we are done here from the Bryce Jordan Center. In a game that now has 30.
See if they can get this home crowd into this game. They've been sitting on their hands for a little bit. Need something to get excited about.
Oh, you talked about how quiet it was with free throws earlier. It is certainly that with Penn State in the offensive set. Davis racing into the front court. Got it off the glass. Count it.
Oh, tremendous move by DJ Davis. Getting downhill, taking the contact. Baldwin doesn't like the call. But the good steal right there. Davis going hard. Gets to the body of Baldwin. And one opportunity.
Oh, and the ability to spin that the way that he did. Fall into the floor. Having a conversation. Now, Kelly Pfeiffer's going over to the scores table.
Previous play under review.
They're just trying to make sure that it's DJ Davis shooting the basketball. There might have been some question on who got fouled.
The last play is under review.
Well, who else would it be, though? Because he's the one who shot the layup.
Well, he's the one that got the steal as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what they're reviewing.
Unless the foul is not on Ace Baldwin.
Or they might be looking at something off ball here. Let's take a look. I don't see anything unusual coming up the floor. Foul
The
right
last
there on
play is
Baldwin.
confirmed. Basket is good.
Okay. Got that cleared up. But this has been a game that we anticipated, Jason. With the importance of this game moving forward for both teams to set their path for the Big Ten Conference Tournament, trying to get out of the basement of this conference.
Davis has 9 off the bench. Washington has its largest lead of the ball game.
Zach Hicks has been really quiet, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he hasn't scored here in the second half.
He needs to be a consistent presence for the Nittany Lions. Oh, Davis almost had a steal.
Baldwin found Dillion cutting, and he put it in. What a delivery and finish.
Tyree Iheanacho caught ball watching. Beautiful backdoor cut. Nice two-man action by Penn State.
He's in the double figures with 10 off the bench himself. 5 different Nittany Lions have scored in double figures.
Washington unsure of what they're doing here this possession. Somebody's going to have to make a play.
Deep in the shot clock. Mason to Davis, the guy you want with 3. And Coda Niederhauser had it ripped away and a jump ball called. Mason got in there to take it away, but it is Penn State basketball.
So can Penn State capitalize on this? Nice tie up there by Makai Mason.
Remember, he's playing with 4 fouls. So you like the aggression. Dillion starting to feel it. He's got a dozen.
Good job by Freddie Dillion getting downhill. Boy, this has been just what we expected. Back and forth action. Both teams responded to each one's runs.
Well, and Stephen Dillion had just 19 total points the last 5 games combined. He's starting to feel his touch in a big way when they need it most. Davis, the deep triple.
Oh my goodness. That almost dropped off. Heck of a look. Trying to get that two-man action with Niederhauser downhill.
Maybe back to Baldwin. Osobor went for the steal. Deep in the paint, blocked. Shot clock does not reset. It's down to 4. Baldwin got contact, and Penn State retakes the lead.
That's a heck of a play by Baldwin. Kind of jumped sideways, still got it off the glass. That's a tough angle.
It's the loudest this crowd has been all afternoon. Osobor.
The only Husky that's shot ready on the catch is Davis. Against the zone, you're not going to have much time.
It's Mason, and he hits the 3.
That's a big-time shot over the outstretched hands of Nick Kern Jr. Kai Mason.
He has tied his career high with his 5th made triple of the afternoon. Baldwin with the patience and a foul. You go back to the other side, and what a big shot by Makai Mason.
I mean, Nick Kern is right there on the catch. That's just better offense. Tip your hat.
And a foul was called on Iheanacho. So you send the second best free throw shooter in the conference to the line to shoot a pair.
Baltimore's finest steps up in these scenarios. It's who you want.
Frank Ketnong had a long extended rest over on the bench, but he is now back on the floor with his 14.5 rebound, 5 block performance. Maybe for the final 4-12 of this basketball game. Baldwin's got 20 for the 6th time this season. Penn State's back up by 1 with 4:12 to go.
Washington's been able to hit a couple threes, but Penn State feels comfortable sitting in this matchup zone.
Osobor is working on Kern, who's playing with 4 fouls. Into the paint, an open look for Mason. He's been hot all day. That one rolls home. A new career high from deep, and Washington back by 2.
That's a heck of a find by Osobor over the cross-court pass in the corner to Mason.
Now the Washington bench thought that.
Oh, Niederhauser got away with one.
And it's off of the foot, and it's back to Washington, which will send us to a timeout. Huskies on the road trying to steal one here at Penn State.
Look at this cross-court pass.
Basketball here before the timeout was awarded to Washington. We went back and looked at it during the break. Now, you're not inside of 2 minutes, but it did go off of Great Osobor's foot.
Yep.
So had this been inside of 2 minutes, they would have looked at it, and it would have been Penn State basketball.
Washington has been fortunate because see how late they're initiating their offense. They're still 30 feet from the bucket, and they're under 10 seconds right now.
Danny Sprinkle's hot because his players did not move. Osobor to the bucket, blocked by Conan Niederhauser.
Great timing coming from the backside.
He is at a great second half. Hicks in transition. Well, we talked about the fact that Osobor is 4 points away from the first triple-double in Washington school history. But he's got a double-double. But Conan Niederhauser's got a double-double for Penn State, too. That does not fall. Running the floor. Blocked from behind.
That's the second time Ketnom's got him from behind. Great time.
Back we come the other side of the floor. Deleon was ready.
Washington dodged the bullet there.
They need a good offensive possession here.
And they're trying to go to Osobor, but Zach Hicks doing a good job trying to deny that entry pass.
And foul, it's called on the pass. It is on the floor. But they are in the bonus, so a 1-1 coming up here for Washington. On the timeout taken by Penn State. With 1:53 to go here in the ball game. Another time at the line, Davis with a 1-1. And he has a chance to make it a 2-possession game if he can hit the second one.
DJ Davis, one of the better free throw shooters in the country. So you want on the line if you're a Husky. You know I don't believe in the announcer jinx because he cannot hear me.
And he hit them both. And you say that every game that you don't believe in that jinx.
I don't, because I never heard an announcer say one word when I was playing the game.
Penn State's got to have a bucket. The lob. And there's Osibor to get the steal.
Boy, they read that the whole way. Great team defense by Washington. Now Zoom's got to be careful here because he's trying to initiate the offense, and Baldwin is timing his dribble.
Beat it down low. There's two different Nittany Lions. Osibor thought he was fouled. Baldwin with his fifth steal. Dillion into the front court. Cannon the foul. Baldwin started it on the defensive end. And Dillion's got a chance to cut it to a 1-point game.
Well, that's why you like to get old in college basketball, because you've got a guy that's 2 years short of his AARP card, Ace Baldwin Jr. Comes up with the steal, passes to Dillion, and Dillion finishes through the contact. That's the second time in the second half that freshman Zoom Diallo does not foul hard. If you're gonna foul, you gotta foul hard.
He's got 15 points off the bench. Ace Baldwin has led the Nittany Lions with 20.
This young man is growing up right before our eyes. Zoom Diallo. It's a lot of pressure in this scenario. He's got to make the right decisions.
Well, remember, they have not played, other than Minnesota, a close game on the road. They won that game by 3. The rest of their road contests have been decided by double figures. It's Davis for 3, and they're back up by 4.
That's a great call by Danny Sprinkle to get Davis free on the baseline, or the sideline, excuse me.
He checks the clock. He goes to the hoop. He got right around Mason, who's playing with those 4 fouls. And a timeout taken in a 2-point game.
Wise decision by DeMarco Dunn. Now,
15 of the 17 lead changes have come here in the second half. Harris breaks the press. He lost the basketball.
But he's got to be careful in that scenario. I saw him throw his clipboard. He's a little bit frustrated. I get it.
Ace Baldwin has done it all today. A season-high 6 steals. He's got 20 points and 8 assists. He's got a step back for the tie. And Osibor pulls down another rebound. And the shot clock is turned off. Penn State has to foul. And now they do. Dillion gives the foul. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Zoom Diallo, a 72% free throw shooter.
That's a heck of a defensive stand. You know, you see Ace Baldwin trying to do it for his team. The initial play broke down. He's trying to make a play. That's a tough look. Good job by Osibor cleaning the defensive glass.
He pulled down his 13th rebound. 1-and-1. And it's not there. Shot clock turned off. Penn State does have a timeout if they want it. Garner Niederhauser's in trouble. Back out to Baldwin. 5 seconds to go in the game. Baldwin for 3, and the lead. No! Rebound. Washington wins. On the road, the Huskies hold